Hey guys, so I was planning on making this whole video, episode 1 and episode 2, all jam-packed into one, but then the first video ended up being like 30 minutes long, just with transfers, so I was like, no way, no way, no one wants to watch a video that's like almost an hour long. So, what I did was I split it in two. So at the end of the last episode, we had some transfer stuff finalizing and all that kind of stuff. Brought in like 7 new players. In this one, we're starting off our championship season against Wigan and playing an EFL Cup game against Brighton Hove Albion. So watch, like, follow, enjoy, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in there.
What do you know? Transfer offer for Corey Smith. He's not going anywhere. We need him this year, as it turns out. Thankfully, the transfer talks broke down. As you can see, I've changed the training modules around a bit. So now Tom Davies and Alexander Arnold are also on here as well. As well as Parfit Williams. I'm going to have to figure out some way of... Oh, here we go. Claudio Ribeiro has returned as our scout future star, and it's a goalkeeper. Son of a biscuit. Not what I wanted. I wanted a skill player. All right, not the worst. Now we know we've got a goalkeeper that we can keep a hold of for the future. That's not the worst. Not the worst. Aiden Flint. Sorry, lads. He's not going anywhere. We're going to need him for rotation purposes because we all know the championship season can get mad. All right. Well, we are now into August 6th against Wigan Athletic. We're playing at home in the first game of the championship season. We're going to play in our red kits, and they'll play in their striped kits. As you can see, we've got Abraham up top, our typical starting lineup. So, without further ado, let's jump into the match. I'm so excited to play this championship season.
Hi there, Alan Smith. Hi there to everybody from...
Hello, Alan.
Check for you on Wigan.
We've got Bogdan, Burt, Byrne, Buxton, James, Jacobs, Gilbury, Morrissey, McDonald, Overton, I think that's Will Grigg. They've got some recognizable names in there, some tried and true. Tomlin nearly loses out on that, but we retain possession, and now Abraham's got the ball. We're driving. Oh, Abraham's got space. Oh, tried to pull it back and couldn't quite get around Buxton. And they cleared away. Bailey Wright challenges with the header, and they're going to come away with it. Early possibilities here at Bristol City. And now Wigan have an opportunity at the end, but Smith makes a vital tackle.
He's got his shot off now. He had a real go. Well, you can't
Gilby is not far away. Smith made a really good tackle, but then just didn't do anything with the ball. Let's keep those mistakes down to a minimum, shall we, men? Overton. Grigg has lots of space. And shoots it right at Geifer. Oh, what is that? What is that? Oh, ref, that's surely a foul. Oh. Overton just found Grigg in tons of space. Tons of space. I can't seem to get the better of Wigan. Let's try and slow it down and control the ball, shall we? Although it's almost the end of the half, so... Oh, I see Aaron's making the run, but the ball doesn't quite get to him because of a bad pass. And that's the half. No real opportunities of note. As you can see, pretty even possession. Wigan has had 2 shots. We've had 1 shot off target. Wasn't really a planned shot. Just have to do better in the second half.
some movement in the dugout.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We'll be back to Morrissey. Buxton. Good old Buxton babes.
Attacking well here.
It's not the Buxton babes. I think it's the Busby babes. If I'm being honest.
Got to be.
Did he just block that with his butt? He just blocked that with his butt. Oh! Oh!
Saved by the goalkeeper at full stage.
I just about had a heart attack. I was too focused on the fact that my defender blocked the ball with his butt and not on actually defending. How old am I? Oh, Abraham, why didn't you continue that run?
Good awareness by the referee.
Oh, he had so much space to run into, but instead of going outside, he decided to
Trying to stretch the opposition using the
inside.
wider areas. Now they've got the ball.
But seriously, how old am I? Am I like 5 years old? I'm still not over the fact that I was fascinated with my player blocking it with his butt. Oh, what a pass. And Alexander's continued his run. I see Smith to Tomlin. To Aarons. Goal! Rolando Aarons on his debut, scoring the goal that puts us in front of Wigan. Trying to be quiet so that I don't frustrate my neighbors. 1-0. Yes, take that, Bogdan. Scrappy goal.
What a strike that was.
But a decent goal. Had some really good movement leading up to it, so I would say it's a well-deserved goal. Rolando Aarons puts us on top in the 54th minute. Let's go and get ourselves a second, shall we? Morrissey out to Overton, who gets tackled. Cotterill will come away with that ball somehow. Try and dink it over the top to Tammy. Tammy's through. Oh! So close. He got Bogdan to commit, but he couldn't quite squeeze it past the man between the sticks. It's our corner kick. Put it right there. Somehow that ball fell to Hegler, and somehow... Did that take a deflection? No, it didn't. Still 1-0, 65th minute. I think I'm going to have to bring a sub on sooner rather than later, just to freshen things up. Shows good strength. Powell gets the cross in. Alexander doesn't really deal with the cross. Grigg is there. Grigg takes the shot. Off the post. Oh. We got lucky there. The ball just falls to Grigg. He does well to bring it down and just can't quite get it on target. We're going to switch things up. We're going to bring... we'll keep Smith on. We'll keep Joe Bryan on. We're going to bring on Parfit Williams for some pace. Actually, we're going to bring Davies on for Grujic as well. And that'll be our changes for right now. We'll see how this goes. And Wigan are looking to gain control of the ball. Somehow I fouled someone. I'm not sure how. Parfit Williams comes away with the ball, though. I see Tomlin through. Tomlin's through. Tomlin with the shot. Scuffs it. Welcome to the championship, Mr. Snyder. Oh. Absolutely scuffs that shot. I'm going to make our final change. We're going to bring off Tomlin to bring on Kieran Dowell. So, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Because this would technically be Tammy Abraham's professional debut as well. 6 professional debuts in one game. Talk about changing the side up. Oh, I see Tammy Abraham. He's making the run. Can we scooch back inside? Kieran Dowell's making the run. He's through. He can't quite beat the Wigan defender to the ball. Overton. Into Grigg. Grigg has space. But luckily our defender was there to put him off, so that he could not hurt us with that massive amount of space. None of those passes went where it was supposed to go. Tried to tried to jink inside, and it really was. There was no jink, and there was no going inside. But Aarons is here now. We'll put it into Abraham, but it's behind. James did well to cut that out. The 90th minute now. Going to go to ultra defensive, park the bus to try and prevent Wigan from getting their equalizer. Hit that up to Aarons, who kicks it out. Where are you going with that ball? Are you going to Obertan? Are you going to someone else? Where are you throwing that ball? Huh? Huh? You're throwing it to the middle. No matter. I'm fine with you wasting that time. And there's the final whistle. Our first game in the championship, we won 1-0. Thank you to a scrappy goal put in by none other than Rolando Aarons during his debut. To be fair, towards the end, since Wigan had to come out of their box a little more, we were able to get some more chances, especially on the counter, especially when we brought on pacey players like Parfit Williams. All in all, a pretty even game, and I'd really like to do better against teams like Wigan, who have just been promoted up into the championship. But we'll do a quick train, and then we've got an EFL Cup game against Brighton Hove Albion. I believe it's Brighton. Is it Brighton? It is Brighton, yeah! I doubt it was disappointed not to start. Anyway, we're going to jump ahead to the EFL Cup match against Brighton. If there's any transfer business, I'll let you know. But I'll see you in there. Transfer offer for Matty Taylor, $675,000. That would substantially increase our wage budget. We may even be able to bring in another player. I'm going to accept it. I'm just going to accept it. So long, Matty Taylor. You've been a fine servant of the club. You're not going to be much use to me in the Premier League. Sorry, lad. Here we go. EFL Cup versus Brighton. I'll tell you what. This might be a challenging year in the championship, but if we can get through this with them playing well, they're going to grow a ton. They're going to grow a ton. And within the next 2 or 3 years, we might be pushing for European competition. I don't think in the Premier League... Oof! Very acrobatic dive by Giefler, and I almost give it away to Pacignoli. Get your head together, Eric. Oh, what a find to Smith. And I see Abraham through, but Bruno cuts it out. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't see us like going straight into the Premier League and like winning Champions League trophies or winning the Premier League or anything like that. I would like to think within a year or 2 or 3 years of being in the Premier League, though, we'll be challenging for that kind of stuff with the amount of talent and the amount of potential growth we have. Alexander's. Do you want to poke that any higher, Pacignoli? What? Alright, here we go. I'm going to aim for Mr. Abraham here at the near post if I can get my indicator right. Cotterill for Tammy. Tammy's still going to come away with it. Tammy showing good strength. Dow here takes a deflection, but right into the waiting arms of Stockdale, unfortunately, with the amount of bodies that were around him. And then March is going to take the shot and fire well wide. Bristol City goal kick. We'll give it off short to Hagler. He gives it to Alexander. Cotterill not deciding he wants to make a run up the line. So we'll go inside. We've got it with Grujic. I see Ojo making the run. We'll try and jink inside. And I see Dow. Now I see Abraham. Abraham with the shot! Pushed a little too wide. Couldn't quite get the passes off quick enough. Oh. Abraham with a decent opportunity, but just flashes it past the near post. Still 0-0 after 27 minutes. Another throw-in for Wigan. We've had some decent chances, but so have they. No, this isn't Wigan. Oh, this is Brighton. Not Wigan. Brighton. I'm getting it mixed up because of the stripe blue pinstripes. But there, Hamed has a really good opportunity to put Brighton up 1-0. Luckily, our keeper was ready for it. But there's nothing you can do about that one. Ricochets off the keeper, off of Alexander-Arnold, off of the underside of the bar, and then into the net. How many more bounces and pinballs do you want, Brighton?
Well, that is one that we'll look at again because
It just falls right there to him. And Alexander, because of the pace of the ball, presumably just can't keep it out. Bounces up off of his chest into the underside of the bar. My apologies, it didn't take a deflection off the keeper, but Baldock was an absolute rocket. 1-0 Brighton. Brian. Then back to Grujic. Then up to Tammy. Then over to Smith. And Coderell's going to make the run, yes? But Pochignoli is well aware, the former West Brom man. Unless, of course, he's on loan. I'm not sure if he's on loan to Brighton or not. I wasn't really up to date with any of the January transfers, so I'm not sure if he's on loan or if he's a permanent transfer. But either way, we're going into the half 1-0 down to Brighton due to a absolute cannon of a shot from Baldock. Tell you what, Tammy Abraham is an absolute beast in this game. Shea Ojo into Coderell. Coderell with the shot straight at Stockdale. Good reaction save. Why? Why is that a thing? We're going to bring on Rolando Aarons for Ojo because Ojo's just not doing it for me. We're going to bring on Tomlin for Kieran Dowell to see if our first string players can make the difference and possibly get us an equalizer for sure, but possibly even get us a winner so that we don't have the pressure of overtime looming ahead of us. As this is the EFL Cup, we'd go to overtime and not a replay. Poke that into Alexander, to Grujic. Rolando Aarons is making the run. Freshly on Rolando Aarons. Makes quick work of getting around Bruno. Now I don't have a pass. We get it over to Corey Smith. Tries to sneak it into that near post. It just puts it a little wide. In all fairness, I think the keeper had it pretty well covered. Still 1-0. Brighton up top. He's just quick as all get out, but he is not able to make a cross worth getting into the middle for. And now we have Tomlin away. And Tomlin hold off all the likes of Goldson. Apparently that's a foul. Now I don't think that's a foul. I'm pretty sure he got the ball there. But we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll aim for the head of Tammy here. We'll just float it in there. And Grujic can't keep the header down. It was meant for Tammy, but Grujic is the one who came away with it. Oh.
That's a great interception.
Aarons had made the run, and then he just stopped. We'll give this into Tammy, who rolls the defender, but can't quite get the shot away. But Coderell still has it. Try and skip past the defender. We'll give that back to Grujic. Hit that ahead for Corey Smith. I should have shot, but I didn't. I wasn't sure if he was right-footed. Oh, where do I go with this ball? Right into the Brighton defender. Grujic comes away with it. Try and poke that through to Aarons, but can't quite make it through the block of four that is the Brighton Hove Albion defensive wall. But Rolando Aarons is able to get past Bruno. Can he pull it back? Can't quite find Grujic. Poke that back to Grujic. We'll actually give that into Abraham. Abraham can't quite turn the defender well enough, though. Instead of turning, he kind of pokes it away from the goal. Because of that, his shot was put off. It's getting down to crunch time. Grujic up to Aarons. Roll Bruno. Aarons is away from Bruno, but he's got another defender there. Man, Aarons is tiny. We'll poke that into Grujic. Roll the defender. Grujic. We can't quite get the roll that we need to, and now the keeper's up. Why is the keeper up? Don't be up, keeper. We'll give this into Tomlin, who, again, someone does roll the defender, but they're not in a shooting position. Coderill's asking for the ball. They must be making a sub. We'll give it into Corey Smith, into Grujic, over to Tomlin. Oh, keep the ball, keep the ball. Over to Brian. And March comes away with it. We are out of the EFL Cup as soon as we go into it, losing 1-0 to Brighton and Hove Albion. Oh, we had so many chances. We dominated that second half. Absolutely dominated. Well, thankfully, FIFA 17 doesn't give a rat's patootie about the EFL Cup. I've never seen a club give me any sort of expectations regarding the EFL Cup. So now we can just focus on the league and the FA Cup. I'm going to advance as far as the Burton game. That we've had a player sold, Matty Taylor, to Burton Albion, who we're about to play. That'll wrap up this first video, this first episode. Go ahead and like and favorite this video if you want to support me. Subscribe on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. Subscribe if you're watching this on Twitch. You know, whatever support you could give me would be fantastic. The more support I get, the more people this reaches. The more people this reaches, the more people who actually want to watch FIFA content get to watch FIFA content. So like this, subscribe, share with all your friends. Any support that you can give me, just simply clicking the share button on Facebook or on YouTube or Twitter, you know, that's going to do massive, massive favors for me. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for episode 2 coming up shortly.